I never thought of leaving the country. I just kind of hoped that, oh, maybe I might just change provinces to get a better job. But I started realizing a lot of my friends started like moving abroad and or getting placements abroad. So I started researching on Google first that studying abroad. I just tried my luck and I started calling travel agencies without telling my parents about my plan. So what I realized is a lot of travel agents have like links with the universities and colleges to get students into a particular program.
Also about the course, like they didn't have much idea about it, to be honest. Like they just told there's a course neuroscience, and they just provided a description which was just same as it was in the university site. But then it was like entirely different what they told me and what was like here when I came in.
Canada was not my dream, actually. It was my dad's dream, actually, I would say, because I didn't think it's possible because we are from a middle class family, and I prepared for IELTS, and then on my first try I did pass.
IELTS, it's an English test. There will be 4 sessions like speaking, listening, writing and reading.
My mom was not that, maybe a bit reluctant to send us, me and my sister, but then I came here first. My dad is a pastor. Part of his dream, which became my dream, is that I want to support the ministries with the things I've seen here in terms of tech or in terms of worship, and also build a church, not just to rent out space.
Applying for a student visa, the major challenge was to collect a financial proof of finances. Just like last minute financial challenges and getting to know the source of that finances, and like getting a guarantee from the people who wanted to support us. It was pretty difficult. And we just bought a house a few years back, and which was our first house. My family was ready to go to any extent, so like they decided to sell that house. That covered the first year fees, but by the second year tuition, we had to apply for a big amount of loan again.
My tuition fees are paid by my parents actually. So I just look after my living expenses and like lab fees and all. So those fees I do pay by myself.
When they come in here, when I started going through all the challenges they face of finding an accommodation, nobody would rent an apartment to an international student. So I went and signed for how many people over the years as a backup, or even putting my name in it.
We didn't had that much information of how getting jobs here back home.
None of the agencies do that, I think. Because for example, they just told my dad that the part-time jobs would be just in the university library.
Same with my parents. But then once I came here, I get to know, it's always the same. Like when you have a degree, you can get a job. It doesn't matter what degree it is.
I saw the real struggle when I came here. So they didn't really mention about any of the part-time jobs.
From day one when they started studying in here, and they can only work what I think limited hours, or 20 hours a week or something like that, which is not fair.
With my first job, the problem was hours.
So let the students decide how many hours they wanted to work and study.
When you have to figure out your living expenses and like bills and all the different miscellaneous expenses as well, plus the major goal, the giant Eiffel Tower, the tuition.
There's no extra treatments for us, right? I mean, it's the same teaching, it's the same assignments, and it's the same course outline. And for the student who's sitting next to me, like who is born here or has the permanent residency is paying like very less. If possible, like if they can change any rules and make it favorable for the international students, or at least like lower a bit of the fees, then that would be really good, because people really like struggle to make that much amount of fees, and it's like really high.
I applied for educational loan, and which covers my living expense for 1 year plus my tuition.
After we complete our degree, there will be a 1 more year. Since my course is a 3-year course, they will give me a 4-year period. After that, I can start paying my loan.
Mental health affected me a lot, because where is that money going to come? Because we sold our only asset. Where will the money for the next 4 years is going to show up? And it's not a short amount, it's 21,000 per year. And I had no clue, no idea. I didn't know where to get help.
When I came here, just after 2 weeks, I got a job. So since I got it very faster, I think it's not that pretty hard. But I don't know how it worked for others.
One thing I realized is getting a job is super hard. Life is, not super easy here.
It's a real struggle that we move away from the family and then we are living in a different place. So we need to have that real, we need to make up our mind, because I never thought like the reality would be this.
I still tell the student, you come into this country for studies, and whatever it happens, you need to study. And just get your studying done, then you can do all these other extracurricular activities, and then you can, finding the job and then move on with your life.
The most important advice would be, think about what you are going to do for the next 1 year. Because you might think it's going to be fun, but that fun is going to fade off after 2 months. And kind of know your plan. What's your plan? It's not going to be simple, but it's worth it. You very much might achieve your goal at some point. You will have a struggle story to tell to your kids or grandkids for sure. And that struggle will start. No matter if you're in India or if you're in Canada, this is a struggle.